New York City Mayor Eric Adams has been indicted by a federal grand jury. So this is from our friends at Ground News. We'll put this up on the screen now, showing that New York City Mayor Eric Adams indicted by a grand jury in a historic federal probe. So the mayor has been indicted as, by a federal grand jury as part of a probe into his potential kickback scheme involving his 2021 mayoral campaign. This is according to the New York Times. The indictment is expected to be unsealed on Thursday. It's believed to be connected to illegal contributions from the Turkish government. Is expected to surrender to authorities early next week. This investigation follows FBI raids targeting several City Hall staffers and Adams's close allies, including his top campaign fundraiser, Brianna Suggs. The probe focuses on alleged straw donor schemes and foreign influence from Turkey, as well as communications between City Hall and other foreign governments. Adams has denied any wrongdoing, stating, "It takes a great deal of discipline to not say something when you know you've done nothing wrong," according to the New York Post. This is the first time in 170 years that a sitting New York City mayor has faced federal charges. I have to say, it's a little weird they had felt the need to put that on. I've seen a few different outlets now post that. And this is the first time that a New York City mayor has been charged with federal, crimes. Like, should we be underscoring that as if it's normal that mayors anywhere get hit with federal crimes? Is that supposed to be normal? Okay. Anyway, so this video will be coming out on Thursday. It's being recorded on Wednesday. So by the time this video is coming out, there's a chance that we are already to have all the information unsealed about what is going on with this case. So for the sake of this episode, this is kind of like an introductory to the story. We'll be giving you some more when some more information does come out. But for the time being, what we do know, because they mentioned earlier that there are other foreign governments that Eric Adams is alleged to be involved with. And those other foreign governments, this is according to a contributor from MSNBC. He wrote that the other governments in connection could be allegedly, besides Turkey, Israel, China, Qatar, Uzbekistan, and South Korea. So this is from a reporter named Philip Lewis. We'll put this up on the screen now. Eric Adams is being reportedly charged with acting as an unregistered agent for taking actions in his official capacity after receiving donations from foreign sources. Now, as you would imagine and as you would hope, people are calling, in fact, for Eric Adams to resign because maybe the mayor of the biggest city in America shouldn't be taking bribes from other countries. I don't know. Maybe not. Just maybe not. This is from Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. As most people know her as AOC. She says, "I do not see how Mayor Adams can continue governing New York City. The flood of resignations and vacancies are threatening government function. Nonstop investigations will make it impossible to recruit and retain a qualified administration. For the good of the city, he should resign." Besides AOC, Andrew Yang also felt the need to chime in on this, notably because he ran against Eric Adams for the mayor of New York City back in 2021. Unfortunately, lost that race. I was kind of polling for Andrew Yang to make an impact in that race, become the new mayor. For those who don't know, I actually interviewed him here on this channel. Thought that was pretty cool. This is the video right here. You can see the thumbnail right here. So go back and check out our interview that we did with Andrew Yang last year. But yeah, this is actually a video of Andrew Yang responding to the new allegations brought against Eric Adams. Here's that clip.
Eric, we all know that you've been investigated for corruption everywhere you've gone. City, state, even Barack Obama's Department of Justice investigated you. You've achieved the rare trifecta of corruption investigations. Is that really what we want in the next mayor? Do you think you're going to enter City Hall and it's going to be different? We all know it's going to be exactly the same. That's why so many people on the stage don't want you to be mayor.
That was 2021. And the bold prediction from Andrew Yang back then. It's looking, well, frankly, quite prescient tonight, isn't it? Now, he ran against Eric Adams for New York City mayor back then, but dropped out in the Democratic primary. Andrew Yang joins me now. Andrew, I don't know what kind of crystal ball maybe you may have had or you were intimating, but let me tell you something. It's pretty prescient tonight to hear what has happened through an indictment. What's your reaction?
Laura, it's painful to be proven right, but the truth is if you have someone who's unprincipled and doesn't follow the rules of the road and you put them in a position of vast freedom and power, it's entirely predictable that you're going to see a series of corruption investigations and an unraveling. And I wish that wasn't happening, because New Yorkers deserve better leadership, but here we are.
So this goes back to a previous conversation that we were having on corruption. If we go back to just a few weeks from this video right here, we were talking about a Chinese agent who was caught in the New York governor's office. It's talking about how so much foreign influence has infiltrated the American political machine, whether it's at the federal level or the state level, or in this case, even the local level. But in that video, we were talking about, an agent who had infiltrated the governor's office in New York, and there was also instances of, the Egyptian government bribing a senator from New Jersey, or Saudi Arabia finding its way into local government down in Phoenix, Arizona. And obviously, the big elephant in the room that a lot of people have been talking about this year with AIPAC, and how they have found ways to manipulate seemingly everyone in our government. This is just another person on that list. And it feels like there's almost like a domino effect right now of all of these different people that we are finding out who, in some way, shape, or form, have ties to somehow foreign governments. It kind of just really raises the question to how widespread is this problem? That we are seeing that there are people from around the world who are actually finding ways to influence our politics here in America. It's very chilling. I'm not gonna lie to you. I hope that as time goes on, we can figure out more of who these people are and what exactly is going on. And let's also be real. Like I said in that previous video, it's not just foreign influence that's corrupting our politics. It's also domestic. There are plenty of very wealthy people here in America, very wealthy corporations here in America, hedge funds here in America, you name it, who are doing everything they can to buy influence in Washington, in state houses around this country, and nothing positive for the majority of America is actually coming from this. How exactly we fix this, I don't think there's any one way that you can fix getting money out of politics, but it's something that does not get enough focus on, by our larger discourse. We all kind of talk about it in a very kind of, abstract way, but it truly needs a concrete plan if we're ever going to get out from beneath the abyss that is, like money in politics and the effects it has on all of us. But one thing that I will leave you with, which I think is kind of a funny thing, for those of you who have been following the story with Diddy and how he looks to be going to jail for the rest of his life, I'm going to put this up on the screen now. At least we can get a little bit of a laugh here, thinking about how Eric Adams and Diddy might be able to recreate this picture with the key to their jail cell. And when I came across that on Twitter, I just felt the need to share it with all of you. But, as more information on this story comes out, we will give an update. We'll see exactly what is in that unsealed document. When it does come out, we can talk about exactly what this is going to mean for Eric Adams. Will he be facing jail time? Will more people be facing jail time? We'll find out soon. But if you like this video and you want to support independent thought, please, join our Substack. That is the best way to support the show and what we're doing here. The link to that can be found in the description of this episode. We will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching this video of Independent Thought. If you liked the conversation, please go ahead and give the video itself a like, and be sure to subscribe for future episodes on the channel.